Hi students. So today I am going to discussing about one typical problem which appeared in previous examination. So this problem appeared 3 times in previous examination. So that's why I am discussing here. So what is that question? So analyze the continuous beam as shown in figure by strain energy method. So we are having different types of methods for analyzing the continuous beam. For example, slope deflection method, Clapeyron's theorem, moment distribution method. But here we have to analyze the continuous beam by strain energy method. Okay, so that is the problem. So here AB span is 6 meters and carrying a uniformly distributed load of 30 kilonewton per meter, and BC span loading is 40 kilonewtons, that is eccentrical loading, and it varies 2 meters and 3 meters. So this is the question, and finally we have to draw the bending moment diagram. Okay, before going to that one, so first of all, if you apply the strain energy method, first of all you have to calculate the degree of static indeterminacy. In the fixed beam unit we already discussed this static indeterminacy, and also in previous videos also I explained what is meant by static indeterminacy. Again I am explaining. So degree of static indeterminacy meaning is the number of unknown reactions when it is subjected to the equations of equilibrium, or when it compared to the equations of equilibrium. We are having 3 equations of equilibrium, everybody know. So that is sigma h, sigma v and sigma m. But what about the reactions for this particular case? So for this problem only it applicable. Just listen here. At A where we get reaction RA, at B reaction we get RB, and at C reaction will be RC. Along with this reaction, one more moment will appear at the joint B. Okay, that is MB. These are all 4 reactions. So that's why I make a note here, 4 and 4 minus 3, it is equals to 1 we will get. That is the one extra force. So number of unknown forces when compared to the equations of equilibrium, that is the static indeterminacy. Here 1 will be the indeterminacy. What about MA and MC? Here the support, end supports are hinged support or free support, roller support. So there is no moment for hinge support. So that's why MA and MC will be 0. Only MB will appear. Okay. So what? How to choose that redundancy? Here we are having 4 reactions, that is RA, RB and RC, and moment be the MB. Whatever it may be, either you take RA be the redundancy and RB be the redundancy and RC be the redundancy, or MB be the redundancy. So whatever you choose, that is correct. But for easy purpose, RB be, if you take RB be the redundancy, then the solvation of problem is very easy. Okay, so that's why I am treating RB as redundant. So treating RB as redundant meaning is RB is a extra force in particular continuous beam. Okay, so why I choose this redundancy? What is the purpose of to apply this redundancy? So there is one method, that is Castigliano's second theorem. What is the Castigliano's second theorem explains? The partial derivative of strain energy with that redundancy will be a minimum. So that's why I am choosing that redundancy. So again I am explaining, the partial derivative of strain energy with that redundancy will be a minimum. Minimum meaning is it must be is equal to 0. We have to take the, it must be is equal to 0. That is the concept involved in this particular problem. So that's why I am taking RB as redundancy. Okay, so first of all, taking as redundancy as RB, so first you solve the what are the reactions will come. Okay, so that one we have to find. So just make a step, taking the moments about C is equal to 0. If you take the moments about C is equal to 0, what is the moments will come at point C. Okay, RA into what is the distance? 6 and plus 5, 11. So that is force into perpendicular distance. It comes like a clockwise directions. Just you make clockwise directions. And what about RB? RB into distance is 5. Here we are taking at point C, so that's why write very properly. Okay, RB into 5. And next, uniformly distributed load is also coming. 30 into 6 be the load, and perpendicular distance be the, you have to take from up to the C point. Extra distance is 5 plus 6 by 2, that is the perpendicular distance. So 30 into 6 be the load into what is the perpendicular distance? 5 plus 6 by 2. Here we are taking at the point C, that's why 5 be the extra distance. Okay, and minus 40 be the into 3. 40 into 3 be the anti-clockwise load. Here uniformly distributed load is also anti-clockwise, so that's why I mentioned here minus. Okay, 40 into 3 is equal to 0. Just separate RA. RA is equals to, finally I got in the terms of RB. You have to make the equation all in the terms of RB only. So RA is equals to 141.82 minus 0.455 RB. And what is the one more equation? Sigma V is equal to 0. What is the sigma V? Sum of upward forces is equal to 0, or sum of upward forces is equal to downward forces. Here I am taking what are the sum of upward forces? RA plus RB plus RC. It must be is equals to 30 into 6 plus 40. So that is the step I written here. So finally I separate RC is equals to total load minus RA minus RB. Actually the step is RA plus RB plus RC is equal to total loads which are acting on a structure. But I am separating RC is equals to, the plus summation will gives to the minus when it shifts to RHS side. So that's why here minus RB minus RA. Okay, what are the total loads acting on the beam? 30 into 6 plus 40. And what is the RA here? 141.82 minus 0.455 RB. This is the RA value. While you are substituting finally my equation in the terms of RB only, 78.18 minus 0.545 into RB. This is the reactions we are taking all in the terms of RB. Why I have to take in the terms of RB? RB I am treating as redundancy. If you take RA be the redundancy, then all the equations you have to take in RA only. Okay, and what about the formula for strain energy? Everybody know strain energy due to bending is equals to integral 0 to L m square by 2E into dx. While you apply the Castigliano's second theorem, so strain energy, partial derivative of strain energy with respect to the redundancy. What is the redundancy here? RB. RB be the redundancy, it must be is equal to 0. While you substitute in the place of u integral 0 to L m square by 2A into dx. Dou of dou RB integral 0 to L m square by 2A into dx. Take m square, treat m square as a x square. Okay, so m square take as x square. What you get? 2m will get. Okay, 2 get cancelled. Finally we got m. But here we are derivating with respect to the RB, not a m. Okay, that's why again you have to product dou m by dou RB. So finally my equation will be 1 by I integral 0 to L m into dou m by RB into dx is equal to 0. Okay, this is the final equation we have to apply. What is the m here? Moment of the particular beam. And dou m by dou RB meaning is the partial derivative of moment with respect to the redundancy. Okay, here the partial derivative of moment with respect to the redundancy into dx is equal to 0. So this is the equation you have to apply for calculation. So how to get this moment? Then we will see the next slide. So for calculating the moments, we have to take the three portions, that is AB and CB and next DB. These are the three portions for calculating the moments. So let me go for how to calculate this moment. So first of all, here I draw 3 sketches for understanding, for neat understanding purpose only. I draw 3 sketches how to take that moments. Okay, so for AB span, here the origin is A. How to get the moment? So first cut the section in the portion of AB XX. Okay, in XX. So what is the moment will come at this particular point? X, that is RA into X. What is RA? We already discussed in the terms of RB. We already derived. So that is RA into X, and there is a uniformly distributed load in between X portion, that is 30 into X by 2. Here I am written 30 into X square by 2. This is the moment in the portion of AB. Okay, so what about the dou M by dou RB? It meaning is moment with respect to the RB. We have to take the derivative moment with respect to RB. RB only you have to take. So finally remaining all the terms are 0. Only RB with the derivative. Finally we got minus 0.455 into X. What about the limits? In the portion AB, limits are 0 to, it starts from 0. So that's why 0 to 6. Okay, that is the limits. Then we will move to the CB portion. Okay, cut the section in the portion of CD. Cut the section in the portion of CD. Here observe in the figure, in the portion of CD I am taking the expand. So what is the moment will come at this particular section? Only RC into X will appear. So that one only I have written here. RC we already derived in the terms of RB, that is 78.18 minus 0.545 into RB into X. So that one only will appear. And finally what about the dou M by dou RB? So moment with respect to RB only. So while we are derivating in the terms of with respect to the RB, finally I got 0.545 X. So what about the limits? It starts from C to D. So that's why here we have to take from 0 to 3. Again we are taking separately from the C point. So that's why we have to take the limits 0 to 3. Okay, then we will move to the third sketch. So beyond the load, that is 40 kilonewtons. Okay, we are taking the section beyond the 40 kilonewtons, that is in the portion DB. Okay, same thing, origin as C, and what are the moments will appear in the section CB? So what are the moments will appear? RC into X. Here I am mentioning perfectly what is the distance, what are the moments will come. Okay, RC into X. What is RC? 78.18 minus 0.545 RB into X. This entire equation is RC. We already derived RC in the terms of RB into X, and 40 is also will appear. 40 into perpendicular distance. We don't know perpendicular distance. When you separate X minus 3, that is the perpendicular distance. Okay, and then dou M by dou RB. So derivative moment with respect to the RB will gives minus 0.545 into X. Same thing will get. And what about the limits? We are taking from D to B. So that's why at the D point starts from 3 to and ends with 5. So entire span is 5 meters. So that's why from D to B we are taking. So that's why 3 to 5. That is the limits. Totally we are taking the 3 portions, that is AB, CB and next one DB. These are the 3 portions we are taking the moments. Okay, and then we will move to the how to apply the Castigliano's second theorem. So this is the equation we have appeared in previous snap. So 1 by EI integral 0 to L capital M into dou M by dou RB into dx is equal to 0. So clearly I have written what is the how to deduct the equation. So 1 by EI into 0 to L M into dou M by dou RB into dx for AB portion and for CB portion and for DB portion. So you have to take the, you have to apply the Castigliano's second theorem like this. So So what is the m for first AB span? So this is the m and this is the dou m by dou RB. So completely you have to return, and finally I got in this expression 0 to 6 and integral 0 to 3 for CB span, and finally DB span 3 to 5. So after integrating, what are the integrations here? Only integral of x, means integral of x power n dx be the integral of x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So that is the integration only will appear here after solving. So finally RB only is the unknown. So when you equate the 0 here, 1 by EI we send to right hand side, then must be is equals to 0, and unknown is only here RB. RB only the unknown after applying the upper limit minus lower limit. So RB it must be is equal to 0, and finally we got some RB value. Then we will see the next slide. While after integrating the expression RB is equals to, finally I got 147.41 kilonewtons. So we already know RA equation in the terms of RB. So substitute RB. So 147.41, finally I got RA is equals to 74.75 kilonewtons, and RC is equal to, substitute RB 147.41, finally I got minus 2.61 kilonewtons. So finally we got the reactions RA, RB and RC. So how to get these reactions? By applying Castigliano's second theorem. So that is, so dou U by dou R. So partial derivative of strain energy with respect to the redundancy, it must be is equal to 0. So finally we got the reaction. So what about the moment at the point B? So take the moment at point B from either A or from C. So everything is correct. Okay, both are correct. So you have to take from A or from C. I am taking here, taking the moments at A. So from B. So I am taking the moments from at B. So RA into 6. So RA into 6, that is clockwise moment to the, up to the B point, and uniformly distributed load is also there, that is minus 30 into 6 into 6 by 2. Finally I got the MB moment is equals to 90.8 kilonewton meter. This is the final moment value. Okay, and we will go to the bending moment diagram. So this is the bending moment diagram. So this is moment diagram, final moment diagram, final moment, that is MB only be the value and MA and MC be the 0. Why? These are simply supported ends. At that simply supported ends, no moment will appear. So that's why I am taking 0 and 90.8 kilonewton meter appear at the point B. And these are parabola and unequilateral triangles are free bending moment. So just observe, free bending moment in the span AB is WL square by 8. Finally I got 135 kilonewton meter, and BC span is WAB by L in BC span. Finally I got 48 kilonewton meter. Okay, while you are taking the notes, please do the integration. I skipped the integration concept in previous slide, so please do integration. Okay, and listen this carefully. This problem appeared in university examination 4 times. Just check it once in PQP app. So previous question paper app, just check it once. This question appeared 4 times. Okay, please be careful while taking the notes and listening the notes. Okay, next class we will discuss how to solve the deflection for truss members by using Castigliano's first theorem. Okay, next we will go to that truss members. Thank you.